Hello and welcome back to First to Worst. I'm Spanners. I'll be your host for this run, and I'm joined today by the wonderful Mr. King. King, welcome.
Hello there. I
How
am
you doing?
currently waiting for supper to be done, so you had to help me with this.
Right on, right on. Well, no matter what the status of your supper may or may not be, we have a goulash run to take, and today we have Zerbob versus OmegaEldritch. How are the two of you doing? Welcome.
Good.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I've totally practiced for this.
Oh,
I think I did
fantastic.
2.
Nice. I did
Remember,
one just before this.
There you go.
yes, remember, don't practice for your runs because we all saw what happened to Jedi.
I
I
mean, it,
didn't practice last week and set a new personal
Yeah.
record. So that seems to be the
That's-
the strategy.
You
Yeah,
know,
no,
it's the
Je-
gambler's
Jedi-
fallacy, right? If you
Jedi was
spend all
doing
your luck in
practice
the
runs.
practice, you don't get good luck in the actual. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
how
no,
it works.
Yeah, Jedi was doing practice right before his run, and his first run got himself a honey badger that he was stuck with for 2 holds. It was
Only
not
there
good.
was
Honey
more
badger.
love for 300 black.
Uh-huh.
it doesn't matter. It's Seed 5. We've all done Seed 5.
Yep.
Yeah, it's C5. It's a good, benchmark C. It's starting to go ahead and actually, dwindle down from its place as the hardest seed as more people are realizing that Seed 1 exists.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
Seed 1 sucks.
no
Yeah.
matter what, we have both our contestants staged and ready to go in their starting rooms. King, why don't you take it away?
All right. Well, as your moderator for this run, I am obligated to tell you that you need to go ahead and pick 3 guns. Well, 4 guns actually, because your starting crate does not count towards your rerolls. So you get 3 rerolls, including your starting crate, which totals 4 unique guns. You may begin picking your firearms at this moment.
Hmm. I will take my first reroll.
All right. Zerbob.
I'm going to do a reroll.
All right. Both rerolling. Let's see what you got for your first guns, because I am currently stream delayed. God, I love having stream delay because I can't
You know
actually
what?
see.
I'll do it.
Man, I can't believe you didn't want the Seiko.
Boomstick, come on.
I mean, I'm looking at the original gun, and meanwhile,
Yeah.
Zerbob, I decided not to take the M1911 tactical.
Heretic.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm going to
come
take
on,
number
it's-
2.
Okay,
I would have kept the tactical if it was the 12 rounders.
yeah, that's fair.
Oh, yeah, the tenors.
Yeah, the 10 or 10, 11, whatever it is. But the
So,
sevens, too low.
Omega, are you going to guess you're keeping that weapon?
Yes, I'm taking the big old boomstick.
All right.
Oh, it has
And
adjustable length of
Zerbob, are
pull.
you going to keep your pistol?
Yep, I will take the Desert Eagle 357.
All right. Well,
Ah,
if
well, I
you
got an
set your
MRAD.
weapon- Yep, you got an MRAD versus Zerbob's 357 Deagle.
You want to trade?
338 Lapua Magnum. Borderline
only have to shoot it
anti-material
once.
round. Exactly. Just
Gotta
make
love
them
that.
shots count.
All right. In which case, if you guys are both ready and consistent with your firearms, you may begin your run at any time. Good luck.
Good
Thank
hunting.
you. Good luck.
See you on the other side.
And they can no longer hear us. We're alone, Spanners. We can
Right
talk
on.
shit about them now.
Well, I wouldn't do that. That'd be not nice.
Yeah, no, I'm only half joking with that. So
Only half.
no, yeah, only half. Oh, the internal bias of me is currently screaming at Zerbob's pick, but that's fine. Either way, let's begin this fantastic run of ours with Zerbob and Omega here. Zerbob taking the LRAD. The MRAD. I do like this firearm, but the bolt is a bit finicky with quick bolting. I find it is just a interesting thing. But he's a manual bolter. Look at that.
Manual bolter, you gotta respect it. Between the two of them, though, I think I would prefer that Deagle.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, the Deagle is a very handy weapon. He's rolled a revolver. I think he wanted to go ahead and go for the freeze up instead.
Uh-oh, does
44
Zerbob,
Magnum.
Zerbob does have the Sosic body on.
Could be better.
Nice.
Oh,
Alright.
well, that's fine. We need to inform our owners not do that. Either way,
A lot
Omega
better.
Eldritch with the shotgun roll. That is the weaker of the shotgun rolls, I find. Getting stuck with slugs for his first round, which is a bit of a shame. The reason why I don't particularly like the shotgun rolls is because you can't actually reload it whenever it is in its cocked position. So
I haven't really ever
Yeah.
had that issue. Usually when I load it, I have the slide forward, but I can see why some people would not like that feature.
Yeah,
In
now
any
having the
case-
slide back allows you to go ahead and immediately chamber the round if you have a chambered round already, which, yeah, it's just a bit of a pain in the ass. Either way, Zerbob's in his first hold. We're currently completely disregarding that. Omega is about to start his first hold as well now. Fantastic.
And a static
there
strip
is
for Zerbob.
Hardens, well, the stacks. Christ.
That would've been awkward.
And there we go.
Quick
Done.
clear.
Pretty good. All right.
Not bad
focus
at
on
all.
Omega. We'll see how they do with their bull action. We got ourselves 4 statics in a pretty interesting square pattern. That's a really neat little pattern that we got going on.
Hide over boar.
Hide over boar indeed. What do you mean hide over boar? That sight is in line with the boar.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
just a
also,
skill
yeah,
issue.
no, that is SSL, which stands for Standard Spawn Lots for our little legend. If you see a 1, that means it's a 1-hit run. If you see SL, that means Standard Limited. Pretty good clear with a shotgun using the slugs to their advantage there. And we're done with hold 1, moving over to hold 2 with the take phase.
That right there is why I would have preferred to start off with a 357. Lower recoil, quicker follow-up shots, nice static clears.
Yes, that is a very good way to go ahead and clear those. Alright, moving on. Let's go ahead and see. What do you think they want in a firearm right now? With
Shotguns. Absolutely
Yes.
shotguns for hold 2.
Meanwhile, Zerbob getting the PP 9000, I believe that's what it is. The P 9000?
PP 2000.
PP 2000 is one of those.
That's
But, you know,
pretty
it
cool,
is ugly.
Eh.
That's
But it
what
gets the
all I
job
can really say
done.
about it. Yeah, it's
Definitely.
ugly. 32 rounds. Actually, no. Is it more than 32
I
rounds?
believe it's a 40-round magazine.
Yeah, 40 round mag is 9mm. Can't go wrong with that. But it's a ugly gun. I don't like the charging handle. I have issues.
It's not so bad with a sight. Definitely better than the Keter or the AEK, which are both in the SMG pool.
Perfect. Give me.
How about the Vector as well? I mean, you
I
got
would
the
take
Vector.
this over the Vector.
Yeah, the Vector, aka the best pistol roll.
You're my favorite gun.
That thing has no punch. I got that in my last runs in Wiener's bracket, and I was rocking and rolling with it with just
Well, that's just
regular Full Metal Jacket
unnecessary.
rounds. That thing has no punch.
Yeah, it's just because it has like no barrel. That's why the barrel shroud exists in order to actually give it punch. Either way, Omega having a tiny bit of an issue of a patrol coming in. He's got himself number 2 buckshot. Meanwhile, Zerbob is starting his hold now. We completely disregard the fact that Omega just got number 2 buckshot for his shotgun, as well as armor penetration for the MRAD. Either way, let's go ahead and focus on
alright.
Zerbob right now as he go ahead and tackle his Orange Room. Orange Room has a bit of a reputation of being, Big Red's like weird step cousin that exists right next door.
It can be pretty interesting. With the submachine gun and these hardens, this could be a pretty spicy hardened clear coming up for Zerbob. We'll have to see how he handles it, and they're up.
You know, completely disregarding the sausage that just spawned in, go ahead and just eat the bullets that are coming at him, and that's a pretty okay clear.
Not terrible. Could be better.
Pretty okay. He got very lucky with the angles at which they spawned in. They were all facing him with the cores exposed.
Now then, we got ourselves free swarm encryption that we're going to be coming on. Pretty neat little spread there. OmegaEldritch is now in his second hold, though. He has a bit of an edge up, having a shotgun as well as the MRAD to be able to take out the hardened encryptions. The also, again, he has APs for the MRAD as well, which will just instantly punch through literally anything those hardens can handle. Only getting
Are you still
free
alive?
compared to Zerbob's 5.
Omega has the means to have a very quick hardened clear. Everything he has should be able to just delete them.
Yes. Meanwhile, Zerbob's swarm should be popping up any moment now. One
And there
more
they are.
spawn in. There they are. All right. There's the Hardens quickly ducking behind cover to go ahead and reassess the situation using the
Zerbob missing a lot of shots, and he's out of ammo. Switched to the Deagle, and he's through.
Oh,
Very
not
good
ideal.
clear. Both very good clears. Omega had a slightly slower Harden than Zerbob, but he might be
This
able to
gun
make
really
up
needs
with the swarm
red dot.
encryptions using the pellets and the sheer number
Really
of pellets
does.
that the shotgun has. Now, fun fact, I've been meaning to do this, but I need to go ahead and actually get a run where I start with the KS-23. Because I have a theory that the KS-23 is secretly the best clearing gun. for encryptions.
Wiley is a big proponent of the KS-23. With the right distance, with the buckshot, you can one-shot swarms very easily with it. I have seen it done, although it's very dependent on distance, and something with, say, number 4 buck, I would say it's much more reliable.
Yes, yeah, no, the reason why I do say that the KS-23 could be like an amazing clearer is just because of the sheer number of pellets that it provides. It is able to shred through hardens, it's able to shred through statics, it's able to shred through the swarms, which Omega is currently having to recover with a revolver. I think that was slower. He's when the heck did he get an R8?
We must have missed him roll that when he was between holds.
Yeah, no, the R8 revolver is actually a pretty lovely revolver, even if it's only left hooked.
Okay, whoops.
What
Which
was
apparently
that
you
noise?
hate it. What?
I heard some very strange noise come on from, I
Didn't expect
think, Eldritch's
That
stream.
to happen.
Let's see if I can't find a 2-point shotgun.
I think he might have forgotten to turn off some notifications.
Well, rip that. But you know, the R8 revolver I do like is an 8-shot revolver, which is the highest of any revolver in the game. There used to exist a 7-shot revolver that was in 357 Magnum, but it was removed from the game due to the model being, I don't know what happened with the model. The model was just incompatible with shit, and it just got axed. So, RP the Smith & Wesson 357
But why's it
7-shot.
gotta be the
That's the
20s?
sight.
Meanwhile, Omega getting himself the Scorpion. I haven't seen that around. Got himself only 20 rounders, but can be upgraded to a 50-round drum mag with ease, and it is the highest fire rate SMG in the game. Oh, at least one of them.
The Scorpion really deserves to be run with the 50-round drums.
Really? Another one?
Oh, getting the free sight from Zerbob's side, getting himself the Seiko. I don't like this thing. I don't understand why it's in Ori.
You don't like the Psycho? Why not?
The Psycho. It's just you know, it's a hunting rifle.
That could have been
Yeah,
fun.
There's
it's a very-
two
it's a-
hunting rifles.
Very nice rifle.
Yeah, I guess.
Ugh.
It's very
Another one's
basic,
long.
honestly.
No. Okay.
That's just my issue with it. It's just a bit too basic.
You.
Either way, 5 rounds of I don't
away.
know what ammo type that is.
Don't care.
Omega rolling the underbarrel grenade
Damn
launcher.
it, why gotta be party
What an
rounds?
interesting choice.
What's going on up there?
Oh,
is-
get
Ugh.
off!
I believe
Oh,
that's
what are you
the
doing?
super penetrator round.
That is the slug round, yes.
Okay.
So no risk of blowing himself up. I think he wants to go ahead and get the super buckshot though, because that is also another thing that could be really good. Is the super buckshot.
That is an interesting strategy, to say the least. Usually, you immediately get punished for rolling underbarrels, because you have about a 50% chance of rolling one of those single-shot underbarrel shotguns.
But yeah, no. Either way, Zerbob is now in his third hole. We got ourselves the last of the hardens, the last of the swarms, and the introduction of the recursive. Upgrading his max immediately to drums. He's very happy with those. On Mega's side, so we're going to go ahead and focus on Zerbob from here on out. Just want to quickly point that out before that gets lost in the ego hell as he go ahead and goes to his third hold.
It looks like Zerbob is still stuck with that PP2000 for hardens, but making it work fairly well. He did get a dot, which is helping his aim and clearing out those
Yeah.
hardens without too much trouble.
Oh, I'm getting
That
too
very
slow.
much was a pretty okay
Too slow.
clear with just this SMG. Let's see how the things go for Mega as he is lost in the hallways. I think he forgot which hallway he has to
there.
go for. This is L hallway, by the way. I hate this hallway.
It's not great.
It's not great. It wastes his time. You know, the thing with L hallway is that it has one specific spot where a Sosa can spawn, and it will waste time because it doesn't know where to go. So
They
inside
get
this
lost
room,
in
where to go.
purple room.
They get lost in purple room, which
Okay.
one of them just did.
I think that's super buckshot, actually.
So he doesn't know where that Sosa is coming. That is wasted time. That is wasted score. That is just the wasted Sosa kill, and that is valuable score to be having.
no, just-
Either way, the swarms are up. Dealing with the swarms. 1, 2. We'll finish up the third.
That
There's
was
the
a
Sosa
pretty
that was
quick
stuck in-
swarm clear there. That was nice.
You know, there's a Sosa that was stuck in purple room. He finally
Okay,
decided
that
to
was
come
quick.
through one of the doors after
Spending
realizing
some
that
time
he
up
could-
there.
he actually could, and immediately face judgment from the almighty encryptions nuke.
Does still
Either
count
way-
for score though. The ones that get popped by encryption clears.
Yes, they do actually. Either way, going up against two recursives now. Recursive encryptions, if you don't know, you hit the blue thing, you are sad. You hit the red thing, you have to hit 3 of those, and then they pop. Either way, Omega's in it.
I like recursive encryptions. Maybe this is just, me as a battle rifle enjoyer, but really, I like the precision that they force you to take.
Yes, they are very handy.
And
are very
Zerbob
fun
having
targets.
a very nice recursive
quick.
clear.
You know, them being
Okay.
right next to each other made that very easy to go ahead and clear. Omega dealing with the Hardens now, having an issue with the, what's it called, the Shield Dog, and having to finish up with the MRAD. Very good clear. I didn't catch how many he had, but I have a feeling it was roughly around 5.
I think he had...
Oh, he did get the shotgun rounds. He's got the shotgun rounds, which I was talking about. That
Oh, he
will be
does have those.
amazing. You know, that's going to be amazing to just instantly delete a encryption if he ever wants, because that just shoots way too many pellets, about as much as a bird shot, in some case.
As long as you don't miss.
It's very hard to miss with that. I would
You
say.
can still miss with a shotgun.
Yeah, that's fair. But either way, I think it is time for me to quickly run. So, Spanish, you have the floor.
Oh, that's not the best split.
It's mine. It's my floor. The floor is very nice. This is a nice floor. And the swarms are up for Omega. The Scorpion should
really?
have plenty of firepower to deal with it, but he's missed quite a few shots. That's
Let's save the
the
super back for that far one.
that's the issue with automatic fire. You gotta still aim and make your shots count. But that was still a pretty decent swarm clear from Omega.
Where's my
Trying to
assault
meme
rifle?
with
Man,
that
shotguns, like-
those buckshot rounds.
Excuse me.
And now he just has the
Come out.
recursive
Come out
encryptions
wherever
left.
you are.
Not quite as good a spawn in as Zerbob had with his, but should be able to still clear them out pretty quickly, as long as, of course, you make your shots count. Zerbob rolling 6 points on the battle rifle, getting the M1A. I like the M1A. I love to see that one. You can make it work. It's great. Meanwhile, Omega trying to hunt down all his sausages. Might have had a couple get lost. Getting ready for the recursives to pop in. They should be coming in any second now, and they're up. One's down. And two's down. Not quite as quick a recursive clear as Zerbob had, but it was still clean, and both of our runners are now through hold 3. Very nice.
Still FNJs. Yep.
Zerbob
Huh?
rocking that M1A with 10-round mags. Unfortunately, it does come in with 10s, but he's upgrading straight to 20s. That's all you need in a battle rifle. He's got the hollow sight on it, which is pretty chunky. I usually like a lower profile sight on my battle rifles, but you can make it work. And we're just in time to catch Zerbob heading through to hold 4.
Do not check this out.
M1A or FAL, oh man, they're both great. I can usually reload the FAL more quickly, but I am much more romantic about the M1A.
Water. My water bottle.
Zerbob holding high up on the tower. The recursives are up. They come in pretty quick on hold 4. Whiffed a couple shots on the first one. Second one's down quick, adjusting so that we can get to the third. And the recursives are clear. It was a little on the slow side, but nothing went particularly wrong with it.
Stealths.
And he's still on track. That looks like a 5 stealth clear. Still high up in the tower, which should be able to give a pretty good view of the room when they come in. For stealths, you definitely want to have a commanding view of the room so that you can see all of them when they pop in and not necessarily have to spend a lot of time hunting them down. There is a slight risk that one of the stealths could pop in around the far corner to the left. Hopefully, they will all be in view when they come in just a few seconds. We have a little more time before they come in. but we are close to when they pop up. Omega looks like was able to roll some sort of explosive, and I was so distracted
I feel
by
like my
that
kills are low this run.
that I completely missed Zerbob's stealth clear. That didn't take long at all. Didn't have to spend any time hunting them down. And we are now ready and waiting for the Agiles. Meanwhile, Omega has also entered Hold 4. So let's see how they face off. Still rocking that Scorpion. Looks like Omega indeed was able to roll a explosive for the underbarrel. Looks like a regular 40mm grenade. We like those. They are consistent. And the recursives are up for Omega. Clearing out the hold a little bit before switching over to the recursives. 1's down, 2's down, and 3 is down. A clean recursive clear. I love seeing those. No hedgehogs. We hate those. Meanwhile, Zerbob about to take on the Agiles. You can do them with a battle rifle. You gotta pick your shots. But he's switching over to the PP2000. First one ran right up to him. Second one's down. And the third is down as well. That was a smooth Agile clear from Zerbob.
Okay.
Love those. And Zerbob is through Hold 4.
Not too bad.
Focusing down on Omega now. Having fun with that M203. And we're seeing, of course, a different strategy from Omega than Zerbob, choosing to hang out on the floor. And of course, as I say that, hops up to the top of the tower, clearing out a couple, I think, with the shotgun round. Ran out of ammo for the Scorpion, switched over to the MRAD, finished off the last one, and that was a pretty good stealth clear. I think about on par with the Zerbob's, maybe slightly longer, because, of course, we needed to do that quick swap to the MRAD.
Okay. 5-point mag fad.
Omega probably has a little bit of a better loadout, better suited for the Agiles. The Scorpion, of course, has a 50-round drum, has a high rate of fire in case you want to try and laser beam down the Agiles. And I'm sure that we are going to see the 40mm buckshot make an appearance. The Beehive, as I have heard it called sometimes. Ooh, took a little bit of a hit in the face from that grenade. Not too bad, though. I think we're still close to full health. Agiles are up. First one's down quick.
Oh, there we go.
Missed us having to track down the second one a little bit. And out of ammo.
Nope.
Nope, not switching to the MRAD. Bringing back to the Scorpion. And now Omega is also through Hold 4, with Zerbob taking the edge at this point, I would say. Zerbob is clearing out Red Room. Looks like we are just in time to catch Zerbob heading into Hold 5. So let's have a look at what he's up to. Still rocking the M1A. M1A, my beloved. Doesn't look like he's upgraded the magazines, but I do see a big shotgun drum in there, so he might have an AA-12 back there, which will almost certainly completely wreck Agiles coming in. And the stealths are up, spending a number of shots, having to hop off the tower because he was taking fire. Quick reload the M1A, and we're switching back down the long stretch, trying to take out the Agiles, not the Agiles, the stealths as we see them. And there's still one more. Now we're in hunting mode. There it is. Out of ammo. Fumbling our swap.
Costing me the run.
Ooh, that was a rough stealth clear.
That's the run, Nagon.
Yeah, I don't know. I think any lead he might have had, if Omega clears them out much faster, that could be the edge. But now we're on the speed meet phase. We've pulled out an AA-12. Lots of firepower if you can manage it. The biggest downside to the AA-12 definitely being that since it is an open bolt gun and has a slow bolt, there is a perceptible yet small delay between when you pull the trigger and when it actually fires, so you have to have good follow-through on your shots, which could make tracking down Agiles pretty difficult. But we are taking some hits in the Agiles. The Agiles are up when we've had a shield and our health. Hide over bore, hide over bore.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Hide over bore. And we're taking on the longer shots now. And we are through that AA-12.
This
And
is the hole that's gonna
buckshot.
make me lose.
Doing quite well against
And
the
I never
further
checked for ammo on the
encryptions.
M14. Great.
And we're back to the M1A. Looks like we are just stuck with ball ammunition, which should have plenty of power as long as we pick our shots. That is the biggest caveat towards any of these battle rifles, of course, is you have to make your shots.
And that one, big compass.
But we're holding up well enough, taking a little bit of fire from a round ender up there. Seeing some of the lack of penetrative power from the 7.62 ball ammunition. Our regenerative is about in the middle of the room, so we could be at risk of seeing some pretty funky spider legs. But you never know what you're going to get out of a regenerative, truly, because we have seen some really funky legs throughout this tournament. And it is up. The first cluster taken out quick with one leg going way downtown, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, let's see the damage.
Taken out with a quick snapshot, and Zerbob is clear with
Yeah.
a 192,
That's it for me.
430. So we'll
Unless I
get that
died,
score
he's won.
plugged in, and we will focus in on Omega. 192, 430.
The super buck. Okay. How'd it get?
Okay, so I have Zerbob's score in. Omega is still going around the supply points. Omega is going to be well healed going into Red Room, rocking the M249 with the big coffin mags. Just rolled the law.
Does Zerbob complete his run or is he dead?
Zerbob has completed his run.
Okay, good. I was wondering if I came back to a sad funeral for Zerbob as we watched OmegaEldritch, but nope. It is just he passed actually. Good, fantastic. Okay, ribs are done. They look great. I'm not
Excellent.
going to be on stream. I'm going to be waiting. But you're away. What? He's got a law.
Yep, Omega did roll the law, and he's also rocking the M249 with the 100 round big boy mags with
fucking yeah.
API.
He is done. That is game.
This is disgusting.
You know, the M249, may I remind you, is a MG at heart. And as a result, as being an MG, they natively have a higher muzzle velocity than most of the ARs, which means that thing just destroys.
It has a long barrel, which helps a lot with its velocity, and it doesn't matter because we just rolled API with it. The law, of course, being the one with the highest risk of blowing yourself up, but we do have some wiggle room in Red Room with the long sight lines.
And we're in it.
From there until that happens.
All right, let's finish this run up. How did
Right,
their fourth hold go, if I don't mind me asking?
They're back last.
Zerbob had a healthy lead coming out of hold 4. Unfortunately, that was lost somewhat because of the stealths. Zerbob had a fairly rough stealth clear. So depending on how Omega does, that could be the run.
Alright, so we'll have to wait and see. Fantastic. I do absolutely love seeing the M249. It's one of my favorite guns to roll in Ori. It's pretty rare happenstance that it does. I just wish that it
What?
actually came with its 200
Oh,
rounds.
Omega's lost one.
Oop, there it is.
Omega's
Omega's
lost
lost
two.
two.
Oh no.
Time lost, bad. There
There
it
we
is,
go.
all the way in the corner. Gotta love Red Room and its spacing of
that was an
of that.
absurd amount.
Would you say that was worse
of
or
encryptions?
better than Zerbob's?
If I do say so myself.
That was still a little bit better than Zerbob's, I think.
They're back last. That
Okay.
was a little too far.
He's using the
but
rocket
not by
launcher
much.
with great effect.
That might have been bad enough for Zerbob to keep his hold 4 lead. At this point, I truly don't know. Zerbob got a 192.
Ooh, that's pretty low.
Ooh, green berry.
Grenade. That hurt.
Do not eat the green berries.
Luckily, once again, due to Anton being a bit lazy, the green berries are not updated on the new explosion system, so they don't do that much damage. And it's right on top of you, in which case it will insta kill you.
The green berries
Yeah,
are
okay.
very scary. But
Swarm is up.
we are on the agiles.
Oh, agiles, yes. Again, calling them swarms because that's what they do. They swarm around. They are annoying. They are annoying buzz of bees that attack you and be angry and just ruin your day. Because taking the time to reload, that's a bad thing. When the heck did he clear? I guess he shot one and I just missed it. Okay, cool. Oh, that's the agile zone. Cool.
That was about on par with Zerbob's clear, I would say.
Okay, here we go. We got the Breacher Boys, which, like I said, he has that MG, which means that
Nah, he doesn't need the MG. He's got the law.
Come on.
yeah, he's just gonna bring down the hammer of the law as well.
He missed.
But also, yeah, the MG is just going to go through. It's just over. The Breacher Boys have no idea what's coming to them. They are getting bombarded with explosions, being instantly penetrated and head popping. It's just mean.
Omega definitely has the equipment advantage as far as the fun factor goes. The law is possibly the most satisfying rocket launcher we have.
Yeah, no, the law being a disposable rocket launcher, meaning that you don't have to reload it. You just have to fire. They're dead. You take another one, and you're good. And we got a nice little spin factor on one of them as you just run it
can
down.
spawn lock a pile of them at your feet. Just grab one, shoot it, grab another, shoot it. It's spammable. But the regenerative is up with a tight cluster down at the end of the hallway.
We're having a bit of difficulty actually hitting the snare, and there we go. We're done.
And
Now,
Omega
here's the question.
is through
We got
with a 192,
192.
150.
How close is
That
that
is
compared?
only 300 less than what Zerbob scored.
Zerbob has done it. Just barely. All right. 192, 150 versus a 192, 430. Dang. Extremely
That is
close.
a close
Apparently I
score.
ditched the
I
hot
believe
dog
that's
at
the
one point.
closest score this phase.
Yeah, that is one of the closest scores we've had this phase. Fucking rip. All right. Well, in which
Oh my
case, let's go ahead and bring
goodness.
him back in, and let's go ahead and break the news.
Right
Here
on.
we go.
This one
Hello
this time.
there.
Hello.
How you guys doing? How you feel about that run?
Oh, it was rough. That was bad.
Yeah, not my best.
You had
Yeah,
some
no.
rough moments there, definitely.
Yeah, no, both of you had some difficulties. I believe it was a bunch of issues with your hardens. Oh my god, why do I hear a wind tunnel?
Oh, yeah, because I'm sitting right in front of my fan. Let me stand up.
Yeah, no. All right. Well, let's go ahead and go over your inventory loadouts. Mr. Zerbob, you had yourself the Deagle, which you kept the entire way through. You got yourself a, well, is that the PP2000?
PP2000.
And then following up
the
with,
PP.
did you get that AA12 during your run?
Yep. I
Okay,
got it
AA12
going
with,
to hold 5.
AA12 with the M1A. Pretty interesting setup. And now, comparatively, OmegaEldritch with the law,
The
a
M72
underbarrel grenade.
law.
Yeah, the
Yes.
M72 law, the underbarrel grenade launcher on the Scorpion,
M203.
on the Scorpion with a drum mag. Then finally wrapping it up with the M249, the best roll you can get.
M249 saw with the 100 round tombstones.
Yes,
Of
Omega,
course.
what the hell?
absolutely fantastic
What the hell?
rolls.
I'm mad.
Chaos.
I'm not mad.
But-
I'm
Chaos.
mad. It's ugh.
But
disgusting.
Here's the problem.
There can only be one.
You
There
both
can
have
only be one.
192s.
Oh no.
This was the
Oh?
closest score we've had this phase.
This was the closest score we had this entire
Oh,
phase.
come on.
And
don't do it. I don't
And-
like my odds.
I can't believe this,
Don't do it.
but OmegaEldritch, you have lost.
What?
Yeah.
192, 430 for Zerbob. OmegaEldritch, 192, 150. That was insanely close.
I was gonna say if I won with the 150, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. Sadly, again, it just came down to a few encryptions on both your ends, which is just whoa. That was close. You had the firepower advantage that entire time, Omega. but
Yeah,
sadly,
I had
your
every
encryptions
right
were
to
a bit-
win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sadly, your
What
encryptions
happened-
were just bad.
What happened is Zerbob's hold 4 was utterly cracked.
Mhm.
Zerbob,
yes.
hold 4 saved you.
Yep. The recursives especially.
Yeah.
The agiles, your agiles and
Yeah.
hold 4 were clean.
I
Deep
should use a
2000s,
different
good for
Reddit
agiles.
post.
But yeah, no. That was insane. Fantastic run to both of you, but sadly, OmegaEldritch, this is the end of your tour. How do you feel, bud?
I mean, I lost to 300 points. That is like seconds, like a second of difference.
That's a
Yeah,
couple of
no.
seconds.
Yeah, it's a few
It was
seconds.
so close. I have a feeling if you were just a tiny bit faster with your regenerative, you might have actually won.
Yeah.
I can't believe
What was
that.
with that last regenerative for me? The one that's
That
way
regenerative was
off to the
amazing.
side?
Yeah, that regenerative for you, Zerbob, was pretty fucking good. Omega had a bunch of spiral webbing, he just couldn't hit the center in order to stop the regen in time.
Zerbob, you had that one leg going off way downtown and a beautiful snapshot to deal with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I mean, it all comes down to really a few seconds saved on any of the holds. You know, some hardens, some swarms, a couple of recursives. Any one of those things could make up 300 points.
Yeah, but yeah, again, it also goes to show you that you don't need immense amount of firepower. Sometimes you just kind of just need your skill, and you can.
I mean, I
make up
did have an
anything.
A12. That's not exactly a pea shooter.
I mean, the A12 can falter you sometimes. It just depends.
Yeah, it's a little tricky on the reloads.
Yeah, it is a bit tricky on the reloads, but yeah. Congratulations, Zerbob. You're moving on. Congratulations, Mega
Well,
Eldritch.
Good
Yeah.
game, Eldritch.
You
Yeah,
still have
I'm-
you still have a job to do. You're not done.
Yeah.
You have moderation
Yeah,
to do.
that.
Yeah, but now he
yeah.
can go back to playing the game for fun.
Mhm.
Fun. What's that?
But that's not all. Zerbob, your next opponent is the third place finalist from last year, Guardian MCC.
Oh crap!
He
Omega,
fought his
thank you
way
for rolling the ball.
through the entirety
You're
of
welcome.
Goulash and barely lost to, I believe, Spanners of all people. I believe, right?
I forget.
That was.
Wasn't
know.
Guardian in the second finale?
Yeah, he was in the second finale because, like I said, he was the last round in order to determine who was third place and who would actually move on to back up to the winners bracket. I believe Spanners beat him out.
So what you're telling me is I need to start practicing my one hits.
No,
Not
Guardian
exactly.
last year Guardian didn't make it out of the Goulash. That was Mac.
You know, oh, Mac made it out, and then he faced against you and won.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. Either way, you're still facing against the third place finalist.
Yeah.
he's
Good luck.
he's a force to be reckoned with. He lost. Let's go ahead and find where he lost. He lost to Mac. He lost to the third place. Well, first
Damn.
place. He lost by 1,000 points. Actually, no, about 500 points. So very close fight indeed. But yeah, it's going to be one heck of a fight against up against you because
Oh,
even if
great.
he's just third place is scary. I will say that. So yeah, that's going to be an interesting run to see next time. But until then, Omega, once again, congratulations on making it this far. But gee, this is the end. for you,
Yes,
but this is not the end for
unfortunately.
you being around for the tournament because you still have a job to do. So we'll see
Yes,
you around
yes, I'm
later.
aware.
You
Yeah.
know,
Means you can take
I'm
more
going to
runs now,
force you to
right?
take more runs. You know, I'm going to force you to actually take some runs. Okay, you got 5 runs tomorrow. Okay, I'm sorry.
Practice now so we can do it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Hold
All
on,
right.
time and all that. You know, there's certain times that I can't take.
I know, but either way. But yeah, that's going to do it for this run. Fantastic work, Zerbob. We'll see you again for your match again guarding the MCC. But until then, we got ourselves 3 more runs to do for this wave. We are finishing up with X in a few hours. He is going to be going up against Kafuli's score that they did separately. Sadly,
Yeah, so
the
they
gentleman's
it's
agreement
like
is
a
SSL.
1 hour, isn't it?
You know, they have a forced gentleman's agreement of doing just standard spawn lock, so that's going to be an interesting thing. That is actually in an hour because it is at 9. So I'll be running that with Dragon this time without the fear of what's it called burning
threat
down the
of
house.
Yeah,
But
fire.
also I still have to deal with the thunderstorm, so there might be a chance that I might have to back out still. And then on top of that, we got the final run of this phase. Gerald Violence Bitson versus Papa Penguin. I'll be running that with Baldric early in the morning. Well, actually at 2 p.m. my time. So, but that is early in the morning for UTC. But either way, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's
Thank
go ahead and
you.
wrap this up. Mr.
Before
Sparrows?
we get out of here, we do
Oh,
have
yeah, we did
one
do
question
questions.
coming in from chat. Comrade Kielbasa asks, as someone who practiced and died on the first round, I ask you both this question: what do you think you could improve upon?
Slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
You've been listening to me. Yeah. I'd say for me, when I do get a bit twitchy, I need to learn sometimes to be better and just take that minute in downtime and literally just breathe.
Yeah, don't get caught up in the tourney rush and don't disrespect the flat range.
Yep. I mean, like,
All
I
good
finished in
advice.
24 minutes. I had 35 more minutes I could have taken.
Mm-hmm.
All good
Yeah,
advice.
for new players, I'd say work on your fundamentals. Reloads.
Yeah,
It's a big one.
go to the flat range and work on your drills. Because when you need to use a skill, shouldn't be the first time you're using it.
Yeah, no. Reload drills get good at predicting your encryption spawns, stuff like that, I would say.
Yep. If it's a gun I haven't used in a while, I'll often, when I first get it, just do a couple motions with the reload just to feel the flow. Especially some of the trickier ones like the Malyuk.
Oh, yeah. Figure out what angles the magazines are at and everything.
Exactly.
Nerves are hard to overcome, especially. That is true. Best advice I have for that really is to, practice a lot. Don't be afraid to take a minute to breathe it out, loosen up, shake it out.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of that can come down to just practice.
Yep.
It hits all of us.
Yeah.
I died in my second round.
Also, yeah,
Like,
no,
it happens.
don't practice before your round as well. That's another thing.
Yeah, don't use up your luck before you go because the gamblers rule.
Yeah, gambler's
Yeah.
fallacy. You never know whenever you're just going to get stuck with just the worst weapons, and you just have to
Yeah,
deal with
if you
it.
get all the good stuff, too soon, then you won't have the good stuff later.
Mm-hmm.
And avoid re-rolling equipment at purchase stations.
Oh yeah, don't re-roll. Re-rolling's a trap.
It's a trap.
I'll sometimes do it once.
Yeah, you should never
I'll allow
spend
one.
more than 2 tokens doing that. And even that's a stretch. Only if there's nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
If there's literally nothing else you can spend your tokens on conceivably, then why not? But if you're trying to fish for something, don't do it.
No, for me it was because I had the 1-point pistol, useless for hold 2. Because I already had one. And the other one was the SMG. And I'm always skeptical of the hold 2 SMG, mainly because of the AEK.
Yeah.
So I thought, all right, I'll spend 1 point, maybe get the shotgun. I didn't, but I got the PP2000, which is one of the best rolls you can get at that point. Because of the nice big long mags.
think they're like
long
40
ball
rounds or
mags.
something.
Something like that.
It is.
But either way, I think there's no more questions. I don't have any questions for you. We need to go ahead and wrap this up. So, fantastic work for you two. Once again,
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
I have
that?
ribs have been staring at me in the face. I'm going to go ahead and start eating them.
Keep yourself fed and watered.
Mr. Spanners, go ahead and play us out.
All right. With that, thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you next time on First to Worst. Take care.